Hey guys, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Natasha Vilaseca and I am a LinkedIn consultant. I upload videos all around LinkedIn, entrepreneurship, business, stuff like that. Today I've got another LinkedIn video for all of you. Now, this is a video that has been requested quite a few times, and I said I was going to upload it a couple weeks ago, but I had like a bunch of other videos to put out, so I'm finally just getting around to doing it now. This video is going to be on the best versus worst connection requests that you can send on LinkedIn. I've literally just gone and screenshotted a bunch of examples which are pretty recent, so from the past week or so. If I was going to go through all of my old ones, it would take me forever, so hopefully I have enough here to go through. I've got like 8 examples or so we'll see what comes up. I'm not including any names in any of these, and it's not intended to be like a mean dig at those that I point out as bad examples, and it is also personal preference as to how I would like to be approached, so don't take offense to it if you see your request here. What I wanted to do this video mainly for educational purposes, obviously, but just to point out maybe some common errors or not so common errors that you might be making when you're requesting to connect with somebody new and it's like a cold lead or warm, someone that might know of you and who you are. I wanted to start with some good examples, say what's good about them, and then go into the not so good. The first one that I wanted to share with you, which is a good example of a connection request, is this one. So this guy has said, "Hi Natasha, I'm part of the Medium Partner Program. I was introduced to your work by Peyton's article on Medium, and I've learned a lot about how to use LinkedIn from your YouTube videos. I'm an independent journalist and writer looking to connect with other creative professionals. All the best, James." Now, what he's done really well here is he's introduced himself, someone that he knows mutually with me, so Peyton, my article on Medium. He's flattering me by saying I've learned a lot on how to use LinkedIn from your YouTube videos, and then he's told me why he wants to connect with me, so he's looking to connect with other creative professionals. So he has kind of hit a couple different points here. How he knows about me, complimented me, so flattery is one of the best things that you can do in a connection request. I'm not saying to an obscene level where it's just fake, but if you have a genuine compliment to give somebody, then definitely put it here. And it's just like, it makes me see it and it makes me feel good about myself. And obviously if someone's connection request has made me feel good about myself, I'm in a happier mood, I'm more likely to click accept and want to speak with this person because they've given me a compliment. And then at the end he said he's an independent journalist and writer looking to connect with other creative professionals, so he's telling me why he wants to connect with me. This is very obviously personalized. It's not an automated request because this wouldn't make sense to anyone else but me, which is what makes this one so good. On to exhibit B. "Hey Natasha, came across your YouTube channel, love it, you rock, that would be okay. Thought it would be great to connect." I think it's what I'm supposed to say. "Cheers, Dimitri." Obviously I could say like the grammar thing, but that's not really that big a deal here. The main thing that makes this good is compliment again, and the energy, like the capital letters, like they make me happy for some reason. Like when I read capital letters and it's like the word love is a positive association, that's like a happy good word. This guy just seems fun, like from the way that he's written this, he just seems like a chill dude that I'd want to have in my network. He's kept it short and sweet, just said, "I came across your videos, love it, let's connect." And I'm like, sure, let's connect. That's why this one's so good. It's like short, simple and sweet. Next one. "Natasha, I thought we were connected this entire time, but I just realized we weren't. I've learned so much from you about LinkedIn that it would be a pleasure to have you as part of my network. I hope this one stands out. PS, the 7-day crash course is it." Now, the reason that this is good is because I recognize this person as well. So I recognize them from like commenting on my videos and also being a part of my crash course. So what he's done really well here is by saying like, he's told me that he wants to connect with me, thought we were connected this entire time because we've been in each other's ecosystems for quite a while. I've learned so much from you about LinkedIn. Flattery, again, you're gonna see this as a common thread, like all the good ones that I pick out, it's usually them picking out something about my content in particular. It doesn't have to be a compliment, but it's usually them showing that they've taken the time to go and watch something or be informed about something that I do through the content that I post, which is like they show interest in me, I'm more likely to show interest in you. And then him saying, I hope this one stands out, because he's personalized a connection request, which is what I speak about all the time. And I'm like, guys, you just have to personalize a connection request. So he's literally saying, I hope this connection request stands out because I've taken the time to personalize it, which I really appreciate it. And then another compliment, the 7-day crash course is it. So he's also saying that if you don't already know who I am, like I'm part of the 7-day crash course, would love to connect with you on LinkedIn as well. That's why this one is so good. Next one, I've put a load of good ones in here just so you can see how people have written them, and you can kind of use them as basic templates to insert your own information into this to make it relevant to the prospect that you're reaching out to. So the fourth one is, hi Natasha, I listened in to one of your webinars yesterday. I work on the Sales Navigator side myself at LinkedIn. Just wanted to connect and say, you go girl, well done, all the best, Charlie. She just seems like a really cool person. She works at LinkedIn, so it's obviously relevant to me. She works on the Sales Nav side, that's even more relevant to me. And that means even more to me in terms of like a compliment because it's coming from somebody from LinkedIn themselves. And it's just like a girl hyping another girl up and being like, well done, like you go. Like this is just, I'm gonna obviously accept her. Like she just seems like a cool person. Next one. So, hi Natasha, I have seen a couple of your videos on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, would like to know how you can help my business grow. The good thing about this is that I know it's an inbound lead, so obviously I'm going to accept any messages that are saying, I want to know more information about how you can help my business grow, asking specific questions about LinkedIn, whether I offer coaching, questions about my 8-week program, like all of this stuff. Another reason that I like to accept the people that are watching my content is so that I can ask them if they have any other recommendations that they'd want to see. So when you're looking at who you want to accept and who you want to connect with, you have to think about the value you are giving them or the value that they've been giving you and how this is going to be mutually beneficial if you come together. Because for me, it's mutually beneficial to me because these people are watching my YouTube videos. They're part of my ecosystem online. They're in front of what I do. Some of them aren't clients yet. So what I want to do is I want to connect with them. I want to ask them if they have any specific recommendations that I can help them with. Sometimes that leads into a conversation as to what they need help with. So if, for example, I say, hey, like, are there any specific videos that you'd like me to film on YouTube? And they're like, I have a marketing agency in the e-commerce niche, so I'm looking to connect with cosmetic brands between 50 to 100 company size. Would you be able to do a video on how Sales Nav can do that? And I'm like, yeah, for sure. How many clients do you have at the moment? Like, have you just started out? Are you already established? Just starting out? Okay, cool. Let me just send you like a quick video, which might help get you started, so you don't have to wait until the video comes out. Shoot them a loom, send them a loom, and that can open a conversation naturally, which leads towards having a discovery call and getting on a phone call with them and potentially selling them onto the free course, so putting them into the free course. I'll direct a lot of people there to my LinkedIn Unleashed, like the low ticket program, or if they're already more established and they're making like 5-10K plus per month, then I'll recommend my 8-week program if they're a good fit for that. So that's like the benefit to me accepting these people as well. Going into the bad ones, and I'm also gonna mention a couple things that you should know about connection requests at the end of the video in terms of character limits, best practices, stuff like that. But I just wanted to go through the real life examples first, so it gives you the context of where I'm coming from. So this one, now this one, like it's very annoying when people pretend that they want to connect with you for one thing, but then they just go straight into a pitch. And obviously if you're requesting to connect with me to say like, let's just connect, and you've said nothing else about what you want to have a conversation about, then the welcome message shouldn't be pitching me. And if I say no, then don't carry on pitching me. Like take that as a sign to be like, she's not interested. Let me just like end the conversation here, or just thank her for connecting either way, and then post content. And in the future, if I see value in what you offer, I'll reach out to you. And just try and avoid a sales pitch immediately anyway. Like you just want to go in and have a genuine conversation, figure out if that person even has a problem that you can help with. Otherwise you're trying to put a plaster on a broken arm if you've not identified what the problem is in the first place. So this was a connection request that he sent me. Hi Natasha, looks like you do impressive work. I was reviewing your profile and I thought it'd make sense for us to connect. If you're open to that, let's connect, Natasha. Best, Steve. I'm like, sure. So I accept his connection request, and then he sends me this welcome message. Hello Natasha, great to connect. Hope that you and your family are safe and healthy given the current situation. I was just checking out your profile and I see you've been in the industry for quite some time now, and so I thought I'd reach out. Just to quickly introduce myself, I'm and I help coaches in different industries identify what is slowing down their growth, avoid underbidding competitors, and achieve incredible results for their clients using our system. I'm curious, Natasha, could you use any help with this? So this is fine. Like, it's not too bad. I would normally have another layer in between this, but it's good that he's introduced himself. He's told me what he's doing. Can you use any help with this? My response is, hello, name. We all thank you, I hope you are as well. Thank you for the intro, but I don't think I'm a good fit for your offer at the moment. Either way, it's great to be connected, and feel free to reach out with any LinkedIn related questions you may have. All the best, Natasha. So I'm like, keeping it light, keeping it chill, being like, using it as a resource for LinkedIn stuff if you need any help, but like, I'm not interested in what you're offering at the moment. And then he sends me another message, and he's like, good morning, Natasha. My apologies for just getting back. I hope you and your loved ones are still safe and well in this current crisis. Anyway, I appreciate the connection. Our program has been able to help many coaches and consultants no matter the industry they are in. So he's basically going on to pitch me. Can I help all of them? Well, I wish I could, but since I love to bring value to coaches like yourself, I've added a case study I did, which you can look at in your own time. I'm sure you can find some value in it. Here it is. And then he's gone to send me a bunch of like links, basically like 2 or 3 different links to find out more when I've explicitly said that I'm not interested. So at this point, it's like the conversation's over, unless you want to have a normal conversation with me and ask me something specific about my business, what I do, and if in the future I need help, I'll know where to go to. It's better to stay top of mind and have multiple soft touch points than go in and ruin it before you've even like started, because now in the future, I'm probably not gonna go back to this person because he tried to offer me something when I said no. Which feels like an invasion of privacy, and that's kind of like what it feels a bit like on LinkedIn at the moment, because people will send a seemingly innocent connection request and then boom, they go straight in there with the pitch, and it's like, I didn't sign up for this. Like, that's not why I accepted you. If I need help, I will seek it from you. You can introduce yourself, you can tell me what you do, you can ask me questions about myself, but like, you've got to realize with connection requests and how to sell on LinkedIn is you're speaking to another human being. You're having a conversation. If you are at a networking event, would you go up to someone and before saying, hey, how are you? Like, what's your name? Make a bit of small talk, be like, hey, I'm Natasha, I'm a LinkedIn consultant. Do you want to drop thousands of pounds on a program that I offer? No, they don't care. They don't know about, I'm not giving them any valid reason as to why they should give me any of their money. So I'm not gonna ask for it. Like, the best thing to do is to let someone become accustomed to you and make it happen in an inbound way. Like, obviously I'm not gonna cover inbound and outbound today, but like a lot of my leads are inbound, which is good because I know that they're watching my content, they're already aware of me. So it's less work for me to say, hey, do you know what I do? Because they already do know what I do. But when it comes to this stuff, the best thing for this guy to have done is to say, no worries at all. Either way, it's great to be connected. If you do have any questions regarding this stuff, feel free to reach out. When it comes to content, is there anything specific that you'd like to see me posting so I can make like our connection more valuable to you? Something like that, where it's trying to give me value, because I'm just gonna draw an example right now to like the dating world. Before you meet up with somebody, you probably get to know them a little bit, or if you go on a first date, chances are like people like to speak about themselves. So if you go on a date, my advice would be to ask them loads of questions, show genuine interest, and show that you're actively listening by repeating back to them what they have said. So for example, like little things that people mention, you can pick up on that and then bring it back and ask them deeper questions, which is basically like Socratic selling. Same thing with this is ask a question, shut up and listen, and then ask a question that relates to the answer that they've just given you. Because if you only have the end goal in terms of your sale in mind, it's not gonna work. You should have the mindset being, how can I help this person? Not what can I sell them, how can I help them? How can I find out what they're struggling with? Let me find out what problem they have. And then at that point, let me see if what I have could be a good solution to help them solve this problem. And if not, I still want to help them, let me send them to somebody else or give them a referral. So that's kind of the mindset that I like to use when I'm speaking to people on LinkedIn. That works a lot better, which is why I don't really like this style, because most people aren't even going to read it. Like when I saw this, I was like, I already know it was a pitch. Before even looking at it, when you say I'm not interested and then you see like 2 links and 5 paragraphs, I know that that person's just not listened and they've just sent it anyway. So that's exhibit A when it comes to bad connection requests. Exhibit B is this one. So this is actually an automation company. So they have an automation software. I got 2 messages within like 60 seconds, which were kind of similar from 2 people that worked at the same company giving me the same pitch, which was a bit weird. And especially when you are a company using your service, you want my first impression of your service to be good, and this one wasn't really. So basically what they sent me is, "Hi Natasha, I hope you're well and thanks for being a part of my network. Since you're the consultant at Natasha Vilaseca, I thought you'd be the first person to go to regarding this. This is a welcome message, by the way." So they've given me like a seemingly innocent connection request, and then they've sent this welcome message. So I guess this video kind of goes into the backstory of it as well. "Since you're the consultant at Natasha Vilaseca, I thought you'd be the first person to go to regarding this. Did you get a chance to view the 90-second explainer video in my connection request? We have developed an AI-powered automation platform that helps our clients supercharge their sales pipeline via LinkedIn. It is over 3 times more effective as a lead generation and marketing method than using Google pay-per-click, and we can basically supercharge Natasha Vilaseca's sales pipeline with daily hot and warm leads straight into your inbox calendar on autopilot. Are you using LinkedIn for lead generation at the moment? Natasha, we are so confident that our platform will generate you dozens of hundreds of red-hot leads each month that we are offering all businesses a 14-day free trial of our platform. Click here to view your 90-second explainer video demo. Click here to sign up for your free 14-day trial. I hope to hear back from you soon." Do I use LinkedIn to generate leads? What do you guys think? Like this one kind of, it made me laugh because basically in an automation tool you can select different pieces of information or data to scrape from a profile to personalize the message. So for example, you can scrape first name, last name, company name, title, stuff like that. And what they've done is they've scraped my company name, but because I'm a consultant, the company name that I had at the time was Natasha Vilaseca. So it doesn't really make sense when it's saying, "Since you're the consultant at Natasha Vilaseca," yeah, because it's me, and consultants tend to be individuals. So that's the first thing, I'm just like, that just doesn't make sense. And they went on to say, like, I was like, "I think you've kind of mixed it up, like I'm not the right fit." And they were like, "No, we're looking to white label. You're exactly our target market." If I'm exactly your target market, then I wouldn't recommend scraping the company name if you're targeting coaches and consultants, because a lot of the time it's going to be their personal names, so it's not going to make sense in that part of the message. "Did you get a chance to view the 90-second explainer video in the connection request?" If I had, I probably would have responded to it. I can't remember what the connection request was, I wish I knew it. But I think it's just like, "This is what we do" kind of thing. I was like, okay, cool. And then the next part is, "We can basically supercharge Natasha Vilaseca's sales pipeline." Same thing as before, using company name. If you're targeting individuals, it's like, especially coaches and consultants, it's not really going to make sense. Third part, "Are you using LinkedIn for lead generation at the moment?" This is just like, I've had this a couple times where people have been like, "Hey, are you using LinkedIn at the moment?" I had a guy message me a couple weeks ago and he was like, "Hi, I'm a LinkedIn consultant. I was wondering if you have anyone in your network that would benefit from help with lead generation on this platform." And I was like, I do the same thing, bro. Like, why would you ask your competitor if I have clients to give you, because I would be working with them myself? So it doesn't really make sense. So like, don't ask a stupid question. Like, if you're going to use automation, I wouldn't do like long scripted messages, because it's just going to show that you've not taken the time to research that person, because you can literally look at my headline and it says, "Use it," like, I help these people using LinkedIn. One look at my profile, it's in my banner, it's in my headline, it's in my about section, it's basically everywhere, is the fact that I use LinkedIn for lead gen. So that didn't really make sense to me. And then sending me the links, stuff like that, I was like, yeah, they're like the worst ones. And I responded saying it probably isn't a good fit. I think you've got your targeting wrong with the tool. And they're like, "No, we haven't. You're exactly who we're looking for. We're looking for white label partners." And I was like, if you are reaching out because you want to partner with me, for example, if you want to do like a sponsored like LinkedIn video, or if you want me to do some sort of promotion with you or like collaborate with you in some way, then you need to make a good first impression with the product or tool or service that you're using, if that's going to be part of how you reach out to me. So they were why these ones were so bad. So when it comes to the character limit with connection requests, you have a limit of 300 characters, which also includes spaces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you something free, which is from my online course, which is called LinkedIn Unleashed. I'm going to give you my LinkedIn connection request template that I use for myself and I show to my clients for them to use as well. I'm going to leave a link to the Google Doc in the description down below. All you need to do is go on to File, make a copy, add it to your drive, and then you can edit within it. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. Go ahead and grab it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next one, and let me know down below what you think and what's the worst connection request you've ever received. I would be curious to know.